Hi guys, welcome back to part 6 of my makeup collection series. Today we are going to be getting into bronzers. If you have missed 1 through 5, go ahead and check those out before you watch this one, because then you will be behind. You'll be like, what the heck is she doing? But yeah, so if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Lainey and welcome to my channel. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, where do I start? So, first up, I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys about all these Essence blush bronzers that I have. So I have, one of them is a matte bronzing powder. What it looks like, and it is in the shade 02 Sunny. This is a really good alternative drugstore option for a bronzer, and it smells so divine. It smells like a tanning lotion, a really good smelling tanning lotion, because I know there's a lot of like tanning lotions out there that like they're just like I don't like that. This smells really good, and it's very pigmented and cheap. But then I have 3 of the Luminous ones. So all of these are in the shade 20 Sunkissed in California. These are very pretty as well. They are not as shimmery as I would want them to be. But I do really like them, and they have a beautiful sheen to them. It's not as shimmery as I would like I just said, but very good alternative as well. Oh my god. Okay, Lainey, chill out. Okay, I'm like crying. Okay, so next up I have from Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. You guys know my love for this bronzer. It has been my go-to for a long time, and honestly, it's not as good as I remember it being. Here it is right here. The last one I had, ooh, I about dropped it. The last one I had, I want to say that it was a lot more shimmery. Or maybe I'm just crazy, and see, there's a little bit of sheen right there, but it's not as like blinding as I remember it a long time ago whenever I first had this and fell in love with it. I'm not so much in love with it anymore, but it still is a really good bronzer. Okay, I still can't get over it. Okay, so next up I have from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Airbrushed bronzer, and I have it in the shade 1. This is a little bit too light for me, but it's Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm not going to go out and buy a brand new one just because of the shade. So I might have to end up selling this because it is very sheer on my skin. But I do like to use this to contour my nose if I don't want to pull out like my palettes or whatever. But it's a very good bronzer, very pigmented. This one definitely not, just because of the shade, but I've swatched it on my arm and stuff, and it's very pigmented, so I like it. I just wish it was a deeper shade. Okay, next up I have a contour item. This is the Wet n Wild Dual Ended Contour Stick. You guys already know my love for this. So it has the contour stick side, and then the side that I never use, the highlighter side, which I still remember that. This you can use underneath the eye to brighten the under eyes, which is a really good option, and I like that option in there. So this is really good and really affordable. Okay, next up I have from Esteé Lauder. This is the Bronze Goddess, and this is in the shade 01 Light. I used to say that this is way too dark for me, but honestly, in the pan it looks a lot darker than it does on the face. Like, look at that. That is way too dark for me. But then you put it on the skin and it looks fine. This is an expensive bronzer. I think this guy is like 50 bucks. And I got it off of Macari for like 20, so I really like that deal. Most of my makeup is from Macari. Most of it, I will say. A lot of it I did go out and buy myself. But some of it is from either TJ Maxx, Macari, or Marshalls, you know, whatever. Or I actually bought it myself. So this I actually got from Macari. Go check out Macari. It is not a bad place to get makeup, just make sure it is new. And also make sure that if it's used, it's been wiped down and it looks brand new. Okay. Next up I have from Marc Jacobs. Have you guys heard that they might be closing? Like, no. This is their Omega bronzer in the shade Tantric. And this is a beautiful bronzer. Very, very pigmented. This is an expensive bronzer. I actually got this from TJ Maxx, but this is one of my favorites. Okay, next up we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I have the matte version as well, but I'll show that in a minute. This is it. It has a tan smell as well, like a beachy smell, but this one, honestly, in my opinion, smells worse, or smells not as good as the Essence one does. But this is a really, really pretty lightweight bronzer. It is not as pigmented as some other bronzers that are out there. So if you want a pigmented bronzer, this really isn't it. I don't really understand the hype for this, but I do know why a lot of people like it. Okay, and then the matte version from Physicians Formula. They both come with brushes underneath, so that's pretty cool. This one I like a lot better than the original butter bronzer, and the smell is 10 times better. It's like a sweet tanning lotion. I would say this is in line with the Essence. And the pigment on the Physicians Formula matte one is so much better. Next up I have from Kylie Cosmetics. This is her bronzing powder in the shade Khaki. This is a really, really good bronzer. I'm not a big Kylie fan, but her makeup products are by far have been really good. I still have the tape on it. But this is it right here. It's a very, very pretty bronzer. I like using this. It's a very, very, not as pigmented, but you can build it up to be how you want it to. But I love this. And did y'all hear about Kylie's rebranding? I don't know what the deal with all that was, but hopefully it's good now. Next up I have from Benefit, this is the Hoola. I told you guys in my last video that I had a single, and this is her right here. I love this packaging. All of their bronzers, highlighters, blushes come in this little thing if they're not in those little kits. But yeah, I love this. I want to get the Hoola Light because the Hoola Light looks really, really pretty too. Okay, next up, this is probably one of my favorite bronzers I have right now, is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. I did not know it was waterproof. Okay, and this is in Park Ave Princess. Very, very pretty packaging. I love this little thing right here. But this is the inside. This bronzer is a little bit of a shimmery bronzer in my opinion. It has a sheen to it, but I love that because I love shimmery bronzers. Does this have a sticker on it too? It does. It has a sticker on it. Everything has stickers on it. I never take the stickers off. But yeah, this is really, really pretty, but this guy was expensive. Okay, I have two left. Next up I have from NARS. This is the matte bronzer in Vallarta. This also I got from Macari, and I definitely have used it, but when I got this, it had not been touched at all. So I got this for a good deal. Does this have a sticker on it? I'm now looking for stickers. No, this does not have a sticker on it, but this bronzer is so pretty, and I love the orange detailing on the side here, and this bronzer is so beautiful. Okay, and last but not least, we have from Catrice. This is the Sungasm Luminizing Bronzer. This is also a really, really pretty bronzer. It has amazing pigment to it. It's like $8, and I freaking love it. Alright guys, so that is it for part 6 of my Makeup Declutter series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, this video would have been so much longer if I had included my face palettes in here, so I'm glad I did that on a different video and did this by itself. I love all these bronzers. They are so, so good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and y'all stay tuned for part 7.